again, guys. Back to the movies, and as you can see from behind me, we are at the Sydney premiere of Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. It stars Eddie Redmayne and Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore. Should be a fantastic night. Hopefully enjoy the footage, and I'll be back after this to let you know my thoughts on the film and have a bit of a chat about the production. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
You just gonna say Lumos?
Lumos. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Do you know the spell?
Reveller.
Universal Pictures, on behalf of Warner Brothers, would love to welcome you to the Sydney premiere of Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore. You guys excited, yeah? Now, before the film kicks off, we're going to be having a very special video with some recognisable faces coming up very, very soon, and also a trailer for a movie that actually was filmed here in Australia, the Elvis movie. So I'm sure you guys may have seen that online. I cannot wait to see it on the big screen. And of course, keep the secrets to yourself, because you are one of the first people in the world to see this movie. We don't want any spoilers, so keep the secret. Can you do that for me? Are you ready to return to the magic, ladies and gentlemen? One more for the camera over here. Are you ready to return to the magic? Well guys, here it is, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Enjoy.
Greetings once again, guys. Just got out of the Sydney premiere of Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. My first thoughts, it's quite an interesting film. Out of the three current Fantastic Beasts movies, probably it is the best one. If not, it's pretty much on par with the first one. It's quite fantastic. The soundtrack, the musical composition and score, it's completely mesmerising. The way it kind of melds different aspects of the original Harry Potter series and the new Fantastic Beasts movies, it's just masterful work. Congratulations on that. Director David Yates returns for this particular motion picture. He did direct the last few Harry Potter movies, and he's pretty much had the last two Fantastic Beasts movies. This is, I think, definitely his best outing. It is interesting to see that the plot and the script does return back to some familiar locations that we all remember from Harry Potter, and that is Hogwarts and Hogsmeade and that sort of thing. I think it was probably needed in some ways, because the last film probably didn't have the overwhelming box office that probably Warner Brothers would have hoped and expected it would have. And so this is kind of a bit of a nod to the fans, I think, just to bring it back. I'm sure it probably was in J.K. Rowling's plans regardless anyway, but there is a lot of familiar aspects to this plot, particularly from the story world and the location and that story building that has been built all the way from the early 2000s with all the Harry Potter series. One aspect I found with the Fantastic Beasts movies is that while they have fantastic locations, particularly the New York location from the first film, the story world and the wizarding aspects are a little bit underdeveloped in that, especially when compared to the Harry Potter books and the initial movies. Really, a lot of that story world was developed within the first movie. They've kind of missed a trick here, I think, with really delving deep into the wizarding aspects of different locations, particularly in New York. I think that would have been very interesting. But they have returned to locations like Hogwarts and Hogsmeade, and not to mention back to New York and stuff like that, and it's really integrated quite well. I'm quite impressed with that aspect. Probably stars of the production, definitely Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander. He's just fantastic. Just his ability to emote and display emotion on his face and through his eyes, it's just really fantastic. And his little quirks, he just really throws himself into the role. I really do adore it. I think it's really, a lot of credit has to go to him. He really does carry this franchise forward in a really positive way. Jude Law in the role of Albus Dumbledore. He's fantastic as well, and he does adopt quite a few of the nuances from Richard Harris and Michael Gambon from the previous movies. He's really good too, and he does add his own little nuances to it, but he is definitely a Dumbledore that's kind of really finding his way a little bit more than the established Dumbledore that can do no wrong pretty much from the Harry Potter series. Well, this is kind of a really growing movie for him, and a lot of the plot is based off his backstory, which is really quite interesting to see, but he's fantastic. Jude Law deserves a lot of credit as well. Also, the recasting of Grindelwald by Warner Brothers, they've made the character now Mads Mikkelsen. I really have to say that it's probably the best casting they could have done, and it makes you wonder why they probably didn't cast him in the role in the first place. Johnny Depp really isn't missed in this, I don't think, and they really don't even offer any explanation for it. They just throw in Grindelwald as Mads Mikkelsen, and he's fantastic. Absolutely incredible. The character has been played by Colin Farrell briefly, and as well as that, Johnny Depp in the previous movies. In this particular movie, Mads Mikkelsen really blows him out of the water. He's really fantastic. Not to say the performances in the previous movies haven't been as good, but he's just an outlier and a standout here. He's a really fantastic performer and a fantastic actor. He deserves his role in this, and he's definitely the perfect casting for Grindelwald. And his dynamic opposite Dumbledore is quite good too. He's quite commanding, he has some great charisma, like Jude Law does on screen, but yeah, they're both really well cast. Aside from that, other additions that are really worthy is Dan Vogler. He returns and he's got more of a role in this once again. He had quite a significant role in the first Fantastic Beasts movie. The second one, his role was a bit more diminished. He's back in this one, and he's really endearing, and he's just got really good qualities to him that are really wonderful to watch. I really love those aspects. I think they're really fantastic. So credit to Dan Vogler. His return is great, and it just really does anchor the world a little bit better in the way that the original Harry Potter movies did, with Harry Potter not really knowing the wizarding world. Dan Vogler kind of plays that role in this, and he does it fantastically. We're kind of living through his eyes in some ways, even though he's not really the main character in this. There's little nods to his backstory, and I think it's just really fantastic. And his role opposite Alison Sudol, who plays Queenie, is fantastic too. Their chemistry is really great to watch on screen. There is obviously a bit of conflict if you know what happened in the last movie in their relationship. Well, they kind of escalated that in this, and it's just really good how it's rounded out and how they continue forward. The next few movies should be really interesting, but this is, as I said, probably the best Fantastic Beasts movie that I've seen. Probably a smidge, or at least on par with the first one. I think it's really great. Not only does it develop Dumbledore's character a lot more, but it also reintroduces some of the favourite aspects of the story world that we love. And also, in addition to that, there's lots of inclusion of like these really fantastical creatures. They just add a few more in that even make it more interesting. And then obviously you got your familiar ones, particularly the Niffler. He's really quite fantastic to watch as well. Overall, I do recommend seeing it. I think it's a really great outing to the movies. So getting quick, so you don't get overly spoiled. But aside from that, I will see you at the next one. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and click the notification bell if you want to hear about our next video. Talk to you soon.